I think one thing, if I hold anything dear in my experience with you, it has to be the memories that I have. And I have quite a few. I'm just going to briefly say a few of them. I remember Sadie Hawkins' dance Outhouse, which came from parts unknown somewhere west of Wyoming. I always wondered if some poor soul would wake up some morning and find something missing that he wanted to use. I remember the carnival. I remember the date very well. It was May 22nd, 1971. I tried to be very enthusiastic, waiting any time for the call to come over that my wife had just had the baby. I'll never forget that. I remember the junior class story, Quinton's Barn. John Taslar, John Graham, Mark Kelly were up in the loft dancing amongst the couples in the hay, trying to kill pigeons with a BB gun and a pole. Amazingly, we finished the float, and even more amazingly, it took first place. I remember the prom, the many days and nights of preparation that it took. I never want to see another stone wall, and I never want to see another parachute. I remember one night that it was about 2 days before the prom, and we still had to build the drawbridge and a few other things. I remember somebody saying, did you get the wood? No, I thought you were getting it. Well, I thought you were getting it, one of these cases. Well, unbeknownst to anybody, 3 of the boys slipped out, came back about an hour later carrying enough wood to build a small house. And the lumberyard's closed before dark. I had an instant heart attack. And I had another one when they told me I almost got caught. This class has a perhaps dubious distinction of never having bought so much as a toothpick for any of the activities that we have done, any of the floats or the prom or anything else, not so much as a toothpick. I remember the trip to Washington, D.C. when we had a preview of what was to come the next month, which was, of course, Hurricane Agnes. Luckily, it didn't come when we were trying to do our sightseeing, but it did come when we tried to go to the amusement park. I'll never forget 150 people braving the rain and walking around that amusement park just having fun. It was a good experience. I remember going home with something I remember going home without something I took, which was my camera. Somebody in Washington or the vicinity has it now. I would like to know who it is. But things have a way of equalizing themselves. I did bring back something I didn't take, which was near pneumonia. I remember the class bell. That's what one of the things the senior class has given to the school. Gave the cheerleaders at the homecoming pep rally last year. I could have painted a car in the time that it took to put the lettering and get it just right on the curves of that bell and paint it and everything like this. To top it off, I had to have a way to get it to school. I couldn't bring it in the car. I had to go pick it up during the day and bring it out before the pep rally. So I borrowed Bob Hartman's van. That's like going to Hades if you're driving into it. I remember him saying to me, you have to pump the brakes 3 times before they'll work. The doors don't open from the outside. The right turn signal stays on. And don't take it over 45. And then he says, have a nice trip, Mr. Cahall. He still has a van. I remember the trip to New York City, where several things became very evident. Number one, I didn't take my camera, my new camera. New York would be a lousy place to live. I mean, it wouldn't suit me, and I don't think it would suit very many people here. Number two, this is directed to a couple gentlemen in class. A bird in the hand is worth 2 in the bush. Number 3, there's a right way and a wrong way to address ladies of the street from a moving bus. If you haven't heard that story, just ask Mark Edling and some of the boys on bus 2. And number 4, which is probably something I could probably say now, but I was worried about before the trip and during the trip. I had a telegram from New York the other day from the Chamber of Commerce. And they were very happy to report that while we were there, no taverns went out of business.